So hi, welcome to the Idioms quiz number 1. And today I've got a very interesting section for you. Not just your usual quiz, I'm going to be talking you through the entire quiz and giving you some more ideas as we go along. So you're not just learning the materials, we're actually going to be working with you to really improve your knowledge and understanding of many idioms besides the ones that are in the actual test. So let's begin. We're going to kind of show you an idiom and then see how well, or see if you can guess the answer. We're going to give you 4 choices, A, B, C, or D, and so you can pick, and then I'll give you time to think about it, and then I'll show you the answer, and then I'll explain what it actually means. So let's get started. So, up to his ears. Up to his ears mean? Does it mean fully occupied with, very interested in, not involved with, or concerned with? So you may want to pause the video at this point. Up to his ears actually means fully occupied with. So he's up to his ears in work and can't possibly see you now. That would be how you use up to his ears in a sentence. In very informal English, some people might use a more crude version. They'd say, I'm up to my in work. So you can look that up. It's a something something in work. So I don't want to say that. But you should be aware that some people have a variation and they may use something else, not ears. Give me a hand. Does give me a hand mean take my hand, help me, take my fingers, or pick me up? Pause the video. And give me a hand actually means help me. So in a sentence you would say something like, if you give me a hand, then we'll be able to finish more quickly. So you need to listen for contractions when you hear this idiom and all idioms. So for example, give them a hand becomes give them a hand. So no one would say give them a hand. It's more likely they're going to say give them a hand. So what's the meaning of face to face? Does face to face mean in person? Facing them, looking at them, or seeing them? Pause the video. Face to face, of course, means in person. You'll find face to face. So I like to talk to people face to face rather than talking on the phone. Sometimes you may hear the expression eye to eye. Well, that's a little bit different than face to face. Eye to eye usually is used more in a negative way. So you would say things like, Jack and I don't see eye to eye on this. And that means we don't agree on something. Out of hand. Does out of hand mean quickly, utterly, directly, or simply? Out of hand means utterly. The manager dismissed the new proposal out of hand, saying it was not at all practical. Out of hand means utterly. A similar expression is offhand. That means in a careless, casual, and aloof manner. So the manager dismissed the new proposal offhand, like he just put it away. He didn't even look at it. So it's very offhanded. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. Look at, consider, check, or observe. And the answer is observe. As she is new to her job, would you keep an eye on her for the time being? You also keep an eye out for something. That means to watch out for something. Playing games. So what's playing games mean? Does it mean being light-hearted, being heavy-hearted, being downhearted or being faint-hearted. Playing games means being light-hearted. You don't take things too seriously. The manager accused the employees of playing games and refusing to accept the seriousness of the situation. Talking through her hat. Talking sense, talking straight, talking nonsense, or talking tough. Talking through her hat means talking nonsense. He said she was talking through her hat and refused to accept anything she said. Out of harm's way. Does it mean away from the noise, inside the area, into safety, or away from danger? Pause the video. Out of harm's way means away from danger. Sentence would be, the police advised them to go across the street to be out of harm's way. Give my right arm. Does that mean to do absolutely anything? To do something stupid? To do something dangerous? Or do what you want? Give my right arm actually means to do absolutely anything. And so here's the joking answer. I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous. And of course that's a joke. Ambidextrous means to be able to use both hands and arms equally well. But of course if you give your right hand, then it's not possible to be ambidextrous. Put his foot in it. Put his foot in it. What does that mean? Does it mean tread on somebody? Fall over? Say something embarrassing? Or put on the wrong shoe? Put his foot in it means to say something embarrassing. You can always rely on Fred to put his foot in it and come out with such remarks. Now some people, after they make an embarrassing mistake, they may say a joke like, let me change feet, or let me put the other foot in. So that's a very common comment, and it's a joke on put his foot in it. What's going on means meaning, continuing, happening, or taking. Pause the video. What's going on means happening. What's happening? Does anybody know what's going on? Remember to use the contraction form. So you don't say what is going on. It's not the idiom. If you say what is going on, people may think you're pointing your finger at someone. What is going on? So you're like accusing someone of something, and that's not a good idea. The idiom is what's going on, or what's going on.
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on?
See, you're all right. Look at you. Look on you. Look for you, or look after you. See, you're all right means look after you. And the sentence would be, don't worry, we'll see you're all right. Another idiom that people use is everything all right? And it's like saying, how are you to a group? Is everything all right? Pick you up means make you feel better, make you hold on better, make you stand better, or make you stay on better. Pick you up means make you feel better. You just need something that will pick you up. Women should be careful in bars. Some men may try to pick you up. In other words, they want to take you home with them and do funny things, okay? So that's the other meaning of pick you up. Men try to pick girls up, particularly in bars and other places. To have a drink or snack that gives you energy is called a pick-me-up. Can't stand. Can't stand. That means can't eat, can't drink, can't tolerate, or can't allow. Can't stand means can't tolerate. I really can't stand sugar in my tea or coffee. When you use this, it's important to use more stress in the can't stand. So you'd say, I really can't stand sugar in my tea or coffee. You wouldn't say, I really can't stand sugar in my tea or coffee. So put some emphasis in the can't stand. Taking you for a ride. Taking you for a ride means taking you in a car, pulling you along, trying to trick you, or trying to push you. Taking you for a ride means trying to trick you. I feel that she's taking you for a ride. Try using different tenses when you learn idioms. I got taken for a ride. He took her for a ride. So these are the variations of taking you for a ride. So it's often very useful to play with idioms using different tenses to really put them in your brain so that you know how to use them in different situations. He always got his nose in a book. He always got his nose in a book. Does that mean he's hiding, he's reading, he's studying, or he's looking? It means he's reading. Don't confuse with having your nose to the grindstone. That's completely different. Having your nose to the grindstone means to be working really hard. Asking too much. Does it mean trying too much, saying too much, calling too much, or expecting too much? Asking too much actually means expecting too much. You're asking too much of them. They're just children. Asking a lot has the same meaning. In my opinion, I think this needs looking into. Does it mean examining, finding, searching, or discovering? Looking into means examining. In my opinion, I think this needs looking into. So don't confuse this with look up to. Look up to, of course, means to respect someone you look up to. One fine day. Does that mean on a summer's day? When the sun shines? In the end? Or very soon? One fine day means in the end. One fine day, I expect everything will become clear to you. Don't mix this up with one of these days. One of these days is like something you expect to never happen. One of these days, you're going to finish your homework on time. One of these days, you're going to stop drinking coffee. Put your toe in the water. Go for a swim. Give it a try. Feel the cold, or give it a chance. Put your toe in the water means give it a try. I believe that the time has come for you to put your toe in the water at least. Get your feet wet has a very similar meaning. So there you have it. That's the end of Advanced Idioms Quiz number 1. Watch out for Advanced Idioms Quiz number 2.